Hello, everyone. Welcome to the KGB podcast, where we talk about random stuff that might be related to Hauser in some way or another. Might be completely weird.
Right now we're
might
trying
be
to
somewhere in between. We're trying to guess what Isabella
does all that.
does in her spare time.
Or she goes to a Sudbury school. If you don't know, it kind of sucks.
She
You
says
trying to
she
do nothing all
hangs
day.
out with 5-year-olds
Yeah.
and educates
You do
themselves
literally
with
nothing all day.
computers,
A typical
which is
day.
kind of confusing to me.
Oh, so we have a typical day. I can't show the video because you know copyright, but there's gonna be audio because you know.
At Tallgrass Sudbury, made by Tallgrass Sudbury. A typical day
I'll
at Tallgrass
link it, I guess.
School.
What you're saying
You guys
is.
want to watch?
Okay, just type it out. I'll narrate what you're saying because I need to. So narrate what your schedule is. Type it out. I'm genuinely confused and concerned for what you do and your education.
How is she still slept? She's a slow-ass typer.
She's on the phone. It's fine. Is she?
No.
Oh. Yeah, no, she is.
No, yeah, she is.
She's on her phone, yeah. We're on Discord, by the way. Because Discord
I type so fast on my phone. I use my two thumbs and I go...
Dude, I am a god typer on everything, and dude, I have a Google keyboard and on my phone, so it's smaller and it makes me annoyed. Because I can put a theme. She's still typing. If you want to join our Discord community, by the way, link in the description if you want to join.
Probably.
Because honestly, you can probably be on any podcast if you want to. Okay, so here it is.
Maybe.
Okay, so I'm just gonna narrate everything.
Drink coffee, play you.
Okay, hang out with 5-year-olds, play on my phone, play on the computer, drink more coffee, draw, do chores, hang around friends, and go home. That seems like not education at all, and more just like haha fun.
So I think she's the one educating the 5-year-olds.
No, aren't you supposed to be educated?
With the 5-year-olds? I'm confused.
If you're just playing games, you're not learning anything, and if you're on Wikipedia and shit.
Actually.
Yes, I would honestly prefer if you were at Hauser, because you get an actual fucking education.
True. Instead of Tallgrass Sudbury School.
We probably shouldn't say the name.
5-year-olds.
They're gonna dox us. But it's fine. I don't want to edit.
Alright.
I don't want to edit.
First topic.
Dude, why would I care if you get an education? Because I'm a fucking human. I don't know.
Alright, so, first thing we need to discuss. You went to Ames, I believe. You went to Ames.
I did go to Ames.
What is the craziest thing that ever happened to you at Ames?
It was a very mild experience, but
Really? Was Ames pretty chill?
Yeah, but
Life was so far from chill. It was like a nightmare. It was like an anarchy. No one was actually fully in charge.
The stupidest thing I've ever done in Ames. There's two things I want to say. So the first thing, I'm just gonna say what happened first. So one time I found out the formula. It wasn't hard at all. So how passwords are arranged, it's really easy. I'm not gonna say it because fucking take passwords. It's still a default password setting. So like, I found out how to get in people's passwords, and that was the whole fucking.
Oh, it's so easy.
It is so easy.
All you need to know is their birthday.
No, don't say it, because if people don't know somehow.
I'm just saying. All you need to know is their birthday.
I know.
And their name.
Yes, it's amazing.
It's so easy.
Yes, it's awesome. Another thing, there's one other thing. One time I got in trouble for hiding chocolate in the bathroom ceiling. It's a long story. I don't want to say it.
The ceiling? You need to tell us. We have time for a long story.
Okay, so there was like tiling in the ceiling, yeah. And I offer people to give me $1, and I just fucking put shit and I hide shit in their ceiling in the bathroom. It was sick, and I hid my chocolate in the ceiling. And this one fucking 4th grader ratted on me, and I got in trouble.
Sam, you might want to cut this out of the video, because you can decide if you want to cut it out.
I'm probably not.
During the long build in robotics while we were eating dinner, I threw a grape on top of the vent, and now it's there forever.
Why would I cut that out?
I don't know. What if the teachers find it and they get pissed off for me throwing grapes?
The teachers probably watch my videos anyway, and if they do, they probably don't. But I mean, if they do, hello. But I mean,
because this podcast is gonna be like half an hour long. They're not gonna watch the whole thing. I remember. So I have 3 stories about Blythe.
Ooh.
1 about the craziest thing I saw, and 2 about the craziest things I
After you
did.
say that, let's move on to Hauser.
Okay.
That's
So, first of all, in 4th grade, we didn't have it in 5th grade. I started going to Blythe in 4th grade because before that I lived in Oak Park. But in 4th grade, we had like a special ed class. And I remember one day, this one kid from that class, I think he was in 3rd grade, he literally just ran out of the building and started running down the street. Like, and we saw him too. Like, there was like these big windows, like towards like the sides of the classroom, like towards the hallway, like the only hallway, because we only had one hallway. So we literally just looked out the window. We saw the kid run out the door and start sprinting down the street with the teachers chasing him. It was so funny. It was the funniest thing.
Wait.
Okay, 2 more stories.
Okay.
One thing that was really funny that I did, and the other was just kind of funny, kind of just stupid.
What? Okay.
Okay. So, first of all, I got in big trouble for like doing like a front flip type thing through the middle of this jungle gym. There was like a big jungle gym, and like in the middle there was like a ring, and I like dove through it and did like sort of a front flip type thing. And I got into so much trouble because this one kid tried to do it in the grade below me, and he got hurt really badly.
Wait, have you ever seen Ethan I'm not gonna say his last name, but have you ever seen him do a backflip?
Yes, I have.
It's fucking cool, dude. You can do a full backflip.
On
just
flat ground, yeah.
A full standing backflip. It's cool as fuck. You can swear.
Okay, last story about Blythe. I have so many stories, but I'm only gonna tell 3.
We want to Hauser after this last one because it's funny.
Oh, I have so many stories about Blythe. I'll save them for different episodes if we make more episodes.
Probably. This is fun.
So what happened was I got sent to the principal's office for rolling in the grass. Me and Zach Rzuski got sent to the principal's office for rolling in grass because apparently it was like distracting to people. I mean, even though it was recess, it was so dumb. And this teacher's excuse was just like, what happens when other kids start rolling in the grass? And then before you know it, 50 kids start rolling in the grass. And I literally told her, I was just like,
Wait,
so
50 kids will
like,
roll in the grass.
What is rolling in the grass ever gonna do to hurt you?
It gets chloroform on, or what's the word? Is it chloroform? It's something else. Something starts with chlora. It's you get on the green stuff on your
chlorophyll.
Yeah, it's not chloroform. That's what you put people to sleep with.
Oh. Yeah. So, one really quick story. I bled from my arm once because I got so mad during kickball that I jumped into a thorn bush.
Dude, one time
I got a big cut on my arm.
You know,
Cole Rubio?
Yeah.
I have stories about him.
Yeah, one time he jumped into a bush and it like penetrated him.
I rode my bike into the same bush once, like a few months later on my bike. Alright. Now, Hauser, what is the stupidest thing you've done?
Dude, there's so much stupid shit.
Dude,
remember when Davion, you're all time being assaulted?
Oh, that was so funny. He called Miss Arazi Miss Harassment. I was right next to it too.
Dude,
I was like 2 rows in front of him.
Dude, he yelled, yo, you're this harassing me. It was the funniest shit ever.
He literally said, like, she grabbed my ass forcefully.
Yes,
I was laughing so
he did say
hard.
that. Dude, I have steam with him, and it's the fucking best and worst at the same time.
Every, like, day, he only does it, he literally does it, like, every day. In 9th period, he, like, runs into the classroom and does something every day.
Dude, it's every time.
He usually either
always
says,
comes
like, is this the right class? Or he says, like, wait, this is in the bathroom.
Dude, he's, at the right times it's funny, but other times it's just, like, so annoying, though. Dude, he moans every second. It's incredible.
He does.
Every day.
One time he literally, like, poked his head through the door, like, Mr. Russell. Like, and then he
One
left.
time during Steam, this one one 8th grader just jumped in and said, "Yo, Patrick, I'm gonna beat you up."
To which Patrick?
Patrick Doyle.
He just randomly said, "Yo,
Dude,
Patrick,
it was
I'm
so
gonna beat you
no,
up."
because we have a history with him. We kept on saying we need a haircut greaser because of the Outsiders, and he got mad at
I remember
us.
last year, and I was like, this. I think it was Miss Esposito. She was like, "Take this paper to like this room and give it to this teacher." I was like, "Okay," and it was an 8th grade classroom, so I was terrified because when you're in 6th grade, 8th graders seem so big and terrifying to you. So I went into the room and I handed it to the teacher, and it just happens that like this one 8th grader who's my friend Finn Barr's older brother.
Oh yeah.
He literally was like, "Yeah, what's up, kids?" And then they all just started yelling at me for no reason.
People only know me as Jordan's younger brother or just my YouTube channel. It's the worst. If I could be known for anything, it would not be those two things.
Honestly, if Declan Vahey doesn't stop talking about Fortnite in the next 2 months, I'm gonna slit his throat.
Jesus Christ.
It is so annoying. Every 10 seconds he's just like, "Do it for Fortnite," in jam. No, don't do it for fucking Fortnite, because no one cares about Fortnite. It's irrelevant, dead. I barely play it, and even if I do play it, I play Save the World, which is the only actually good version of Fortnite.
Right. Do it for Minecraft.
Do it for Minecraft.
Doing your mom. Doing your mom.
I'm not gonna say his name. I'm gonna type it in chat. Don't say it.
Okay.
But there's this one kid that tries so hard to act like he lives in the hood, even though he just lives in Brookside. He tries to act like this really cool kid from the hood, even though he's just some random kid that no one cares about. Everyone knows he's not actually cool. This is the thing. He literally came to my house and started hanging out with me without even asking. He just kind of walked into the backyard like he owned it. He was like, "Sup?" I'm like, "Can you leave?" My dad was standing right now, so he got pissed off at me, so I had to let him in.
You know Bryant?
Bryant, yes.
Dude, he's so fucking funny.
He can be funny at times. Dude,
during social studies, it's the funniest shit ever. Because he sometimes sits next to me. It's so funny, dude. He's just
the weird part is he literally just he always asks me for pretzels whenever I ask him for a hot Cheeto. He's just like, "No, are you kidding me?"
Dude, to annoy me, he always eats with his mouth open. It's fucking hot Cheetos. Why does he always have a bag of hot Cheetos on him at all times? Or Takis. At all times.
Noah, for some reason, Noah hates the way I eat. He just every time I eat, he's just "You eat so weird." And then every time I look at the people sitting next to him, I'm like, "I eat normally, right?" And they're all like, "Yeah, you eat perfectly normally." And then Noah's just like, "No, he is disgusting." He eats like a maniac.
Noah's the normal version of me. If I was more normal. I'm not gonna say the word tea because I refuse to ever use the word tea.
I don't use the word tea unless I'm actually drinking tea. I actually have 2 empty cans of Arizona iced tea next to me right now.
Arizona iced tea is the only good kind of tea.
It is really good.
I love Arizona iced tea. I'm banning this person, dude. I'm banning you, dude.
Isabel, get banned.
You just got banned. Dude, I hate banning people from the server, dude, but it's the fucking most satisfying thing ever. Because I have power. I'm so powerful.
Okay.
Wait, nah, dude.
One more really, really stupid thing I did at Hauser so far. I think it was last year. I think. It must have been last year.
I've had a lot less scandals this year.
Okay.
Than last year.
So, you know that? No, it was this year. It was this year. It was at the beginning of this year. It's either the 7th or 6th grade bathroom, there's a huge hole in the ceiling above
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Is that 6th or 7th?
I think it's 7th, yeah.
I found someone left, I don't know how, but someone left a pencil case in the bathroom. Okay. And I threw it up into that hole. I don't know why, but I did. Also, I got into a fight with Bryce and Nate over the water fountain during robotics.
Dude, I would never go to robotics. I feel like people who go to robotics are either, like, nerds or funny.
Nerds are funny. Okay.
And I am neither of those.
What is the... Actually, here's the better question.
You've been involved in a scandal?
I know what the answer to this is.
We gotta talk about it.
The answer to my question.
We gotta talk about it.
What is the stupidest thing you've done at any school ever? Or camp?
What was the position? That?
Oh my god, I actually just thought of another one. At church, camp, just any, like, type, like, thing.
We should have, dude. Wait, what happened at church camp? Fuck.
Church. So, like, a church or a camp, I remember, so one time, I was at this church. Okay, so, this one person, so my church that I go to is, like, a Unitarian Universalist, which is, like, basically a whole, like, religion about believing in other people's religions. It's, like, all about open-mindedness.
I think that's just an ideology.
It's technically a religion.
Oh. Like Scientology, but better.
And, like, this person came in to talk about Christianity, and then I got kicked out of the room because, like, they were just like, what are some people you look up to? And I went, Satan, like, really loud. And the person was, like a really Christian person. And I told them that I look up to Satan as a role model.
Nah.
It was so funny.
Dude, I've been binging that Canadian politics recently. Don't know why. It's just interesting.
Binging
When's the last scandal you've been in direct association with?
Scandal? What do you mean? Like, what do you define as a scandal?
Like, let's say something against the rules that a group of students has done.
Wait, what? Say that again.
Something against the rules that a group of students have done, I guess.
Something against the rules that, like, other students have done?
Yeah, like a group of students, I guess.
Oh, like helping a group or being in the group?
Being in
the group.
Yes. You've been?
At school or ever?
I guess either.
Well, I remember recently Azrael stole that kid's bike.
Oh, yeah.
And I was scared because I took his bike for a brief moment as a joke.
Yes.
And I'm just glad that his dad didn't come 5 minutes earlier. Otherwise, I would have been the one getting screamed at.
Dude, we just kind of ran and left Azrael.
We slowly walked away, and then we saw his dad wasn't looking at us, and then we just ran.
Dude, that was so stupid.
I'm pretty sure that kid, I'm not sure, but I think that kid was the school shooter.
Was he? Oh, we should talk about that, shouldn't we?
We should we not
okay,
talk about
so, our school sent out an email, Hauser, and then it was saying, like, some kid on social, what was his name? It was
Miles.
Yeah. I don't know if we should even said that, but, whatever.
Should we say?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna give a brief explanation.
Okay.
He posted a video on Snapchat of himself filming, like, a video of a shotgun, a pistol, and a giant knife. And he said, don't come to school tomorrow.
Oh.
So, my automatic reaction when seeing this was, holy crap.
Yeah, dude, I thought it was just like, him at a shooting range or something. I was like, what the fuck, that's no reaction.
And I called Vaughn, and I'm like, Vaughn, did you hear about the school shooter? And then he's just like, yes, I'm literally at the police station right now talking to police officers. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna call you back.
Dude, I thought, like,
I've tried so hard to convince my mom to let me stay home from school because I was legitimately scared that I was gonna get my pasta.
They said the police came. They said they talked to the police anyway, so it was good.
Did they?
Dude, yeah, but it was sus.
Scary.
Dude, that fucking sucks.
Sucked.
Dude, you know what really sucks? You guys actually have school shooter drills now. We have to have, like, intruder drills now. This sucks. Oh, my cat just jumped from a tree.
Sorry, my mic briefly unplugged itself on accident.
No, but back in, like, 20 years ago, they didn't have to have fucking intruder drills.
Exactly.
Dude, this is a new issue, I don't know.
Like, I think it was so dumb how we had an earthquake drill
We
during
live in Illinois.
school. We live in the middle of, like, the most impossible place to have an earthquake. Like, the
We
most,
should have kept the fire drill. We should have kept the fire drill.
What? No.
We should have just still had the fire drill instead of the earthquake
It was
drill.
fucking raining.
Oh, that's why.
Dumbass. That's why we didn't have it. It was because it was raining.
I mean, earthquake.
The tornado drill's the earthquake drill is the dumbest thing. Because in reality, if there was really an earthquake, you want to get outside.
Would you?
Yes. Because then there's nothing to fall on top of you.
I don't really know how earthquakes work. I haven't seen one because
They shake things and make things fall, especially buildings. So the last thing you would want to be in during an earthquake is a building.
Nah, dude, it's fucking. See, when we were talking about the school shooter person, I just thought it was just like him at like a shooting range or something, you know, or with like his dad with a gun or something. But if he said "Don't come to school tomorrow," that's an actual thing. I thought it was just him with like a gun, and I was like, oh, people.
No,
I thought it was an overreaction.
He literally said, "Don't come to school tomorrow."
I thought it was an overreaction. If he said "Don't come to school tomorrow," that's kind of fucked.
That's why I was worried. That's the whole reason I was super scared. I'm like, he's going to kill someone.
Nah.
And I was terrified. Like, I literally, like, in the morning, I made an escape plan for every classroom. Like, I purposely put my bike next to the windows of my classroom.
I just found out about the movie Red Dawn. And
honestly, the worst room you could possibly be in for a school shooting is the class I was in for 3rd and 6th period.
Isabel said she could make an edgy comment. This is the edgiest of things. So it's a school shooting. This is like the edgiest thing you could make. So please do. This would prove your worth to the cool boys.
Damn. Okay. What should we talk about? More
like
stories.
2 days ago, I think.
No.
This happened like 2 days ago, I think, right? Like, how many days ago?
No, I mean, like, what more stories do we have?
I don't know. My petition happened. That happened.
The petition.
That happened.
Damn.
That was an experience, dude.
I'm gonna make a whole book of at the end of the year. I'm gonna make a whole book of the crazy shit we've done this year.
Isabella. You wouldn't have gotten shot, though. Dude, we should make a book about this shit. It's so stupid.
I know, the Book of the Coalition, man.
The Book of the Coalition? It's so stupid. Dude, it's disgusting. It's... You know what, Dude, my phone died, and I don't have a charger, so I'm using my brother's, but he's charging his phone. So it's fucking... my phone's dead.
Okay. Stories. Let's think of something unrelated to crazy things that we've done.
What can we talk about?
What is the longest time you've ever gone without sleep? How many hours?
I don't know hours. Well, I mean, I woke up at a normal time, but I didn't sleep the next day at all.
Mine is 54.
Jesus Christ, that's like 2 days.
It was insane.
That was 2 days.
I slept for 18 hours. Then I woke up for 3 hours after an 18-hour sleep, and then I took another nap for 6 hours.
Dude, how do you do that, though?
Okay, so it was on my trip to Africa, my trip home from Africa, actually. So I woke up early as hell, like 6 a.m. Africa, and I was used to the time there by now. So this was 6 a.m. African time.
There's a lot of African times.
Kenya.
Okay.
So I woke up. It took me an hour to pack up my stuff to go to the airport. It took us an hour to get out of the hotel, to check out of the hotel. It took us an hour to get a rental car. And it took us 2 hours to get to the airport. 1 hour to get through security. 1 hour to get to the gate. 2 hours to wait for our plane to come because it was delayed. And then that's 9 hours so far. And then the plane ride was 10 hours to England, and then 10 hours to Chicago, because it was a connection flight. So a total of 20 hours. So that's 29 hours. So I got there in the early morning of Chicago. Like, I got there at like 7 a.m. And it just so happens that the day we got back, we had an event at our church. So I had a big-ass, large, giant cup of coffee, so I felt honestly not that bad. And then I stayed up for that entire day. And then I don't know why, but I stayed up late that night because I was jet-lagged, and I went to sleep at 6 a.m.
Dude.
So it was 54 hours without sleep.
I thought you meant like you just at home decided to not sleep.
No, it was a very long
that makes sense.
sequence of events.
Yeah, I thought you were just like at home, but like
I just didn't sleep for 2 nights straight.
Yeah.
Actually, it's actually not that uncommon for me on like a Saturday night to just not sleep.
I've done it before. It's not fun. It hurts. I mean, it doesn't hurt. It just makes me feel horrible.
I actually don't mind it that much.
Dude, I've been playing more Minecraft hardcore so I get better.
I have not tried Minecraft hardcore yet.
Dude, you gotta be careful with everything, dude. It's disgusting.
I feel like I'm way too careless about creepers. I get killed by like creepers so much in caves. Like, it'll be dark. I'll be going to a dark area. I'll be about to put a torch down. I'll hear boom, and then I'll be dead.
So far I've gotten lost twice, and both times I had to hide inside of a cave. And I put a 2-block gap inside of a mountain, waited for day. I have one nether thing. I have one nether portal that goes into a village because I found a village. So I made another hub to that, and that's basically all I have right now.
I feel like if I played hardcore, I'd be too paranoid.
Dude, I'd put a torch at every corner. Dude, I almost died to a skeleton, and I almost just cried, dude.
Oh my god, I get killed by skeletons so often. They need to get less knockback on the skeleton's arrows.
No, dude, when you get like, when you have to worry about every little thing, it's like the worst. It's like the most stressful thing ever.
Exactly, and I don't like stress. I already have enough stress in my life.
I don't. I have no responsibilities except for like school, so I need more stress in my life.
Well, I have school. I have so much stuff. I have, like, literally every day after school, except for Tuesdays, I have something to do. Lacrosse or robotics.
Dude, I don't like team sports. Dude,
I have something on Fridays and Sundays, so Saturdays and Tuesdays are the only days off a week I have.
I discovered baking.
Baking? You do baking? I like baking.
Dude, weirdly enough, after the Monster Energy bread video, I was like, I like to bake. And it's pretty fun.
I make some hella good cookies.
Dude, weird. It's really weird. My baking awakening, I guess you could say, was literally making Monster Energy bread.
Monster Energy bread? I feel like I should make a type of video like that.
Oh, Isabel doesn't know
what happened. I completely replace the powder with cocaine.
Isabella.
I wonder what would happen then.
Isabella doesn't know what Monster Energy bread.
You know about Monster Energy bread?
Okay, so me and Patrick Doyle, we went to my house, which I'm in right now, and we made bread, but we replaced all the liquids with Monster Energy, and it tasted bad.
Yeah, no shit.
But it was fun. So yeah. Why? Why wouldn't I? It's fucking funny. Dude, that's basically my entire life story. Why? Because it's fucking funny.
Because it's funny. I say this is my life summed up in 5 stages. My baby age, where I was literally just a child, I was stupid. That's from like 1 to 2 years old. 3 to 6, where I was happy about everything, and I had no worries, and that was the best time of my life.
Yeah, we're still children.
8 to like 11, I'd say. Like, is when I like my life was so good. Everything about my life was good. And then I went into middle school. My happiness died.
Really?
Yes.
I think I've become better after middle school.
No. Oh, middle school is.
Dude, I've
I
become
was so much
smarter.
happier in elementary school.
I've become smarter. Weirdly.
I mean, I've become smarter, but I mean, I feel like
But,
it's just like.
You know, I feel happier. I feel like I could literally never be sad.
I'm sad.
Like my brain just like doesn't allow me to be sad.
I cry in the shower. I don't actually. That'd be weird.
Okay,
I don't actually like. I'm not like that type of person that's like sad. Like I cry before bed every day. I cry myself to sleep. I'm so mad. I hate everything about my life. I'm just like.
Well, what if my best friend died and move on? People are always like, "Oh, my fucking family died." I get it, but I mean, move on. You know, it sounds like an asshole thing to say, but I mean, like, I've had family members die. It's just fucking move on.
Just like they were gonna die eventually.
Yeah. Isabella, I feel
no
like
way to prevent it. You can be sad, but don't be sad forever.
Let's get off the sad things. What's something funny?
Something funny.
Dude, I've been watching more.
Joke.
I'm watching more Call Me Carson. That's funny as hell.
Miss Olympia. Her teaching method is a joke. Like no one. It's the worst teaching method.
I didn't say I have a problem with her. I kind of did it. I kind of do. But I mean,
The thing is, like, you can tell by like the curriculum she uses, the type of person she is. Because one of the when we were learning actions, like how to tell people to do things, one of them was like, tell the stubborn students what they need to do.
Yes.
I was like, Maria does not want to answer the questions. You were supposed to tell her to answer the questions. Like, what if she doesn't know the answer at? Maybe the stubborn students have a reason for not obeying your every command.
Isabella,
it's just so dumb.
Isabella, this is why you go to a public school. This is why you should always go to a public school. You have stories like this, and then you could realize, oh my god, because my life sucks, I've realized I need to be happy, and that's probably why. Yeah. And my life can always be worse, which is a fact.
Okay. What should we talk about next?
Dude, let's talk about that tea, sis.
There is no tea right now. Not much.
No, it's just fucking me making a petition. That's basically it. And that's kind of died. And that's died already.
Kinda dead.
Ooh, Isabella says she has tea, but I can't really say. She's gonna be stupid. Go for it.
It's gonna be at some random school.
Yeah, it's not even our school.
It's
not even my majority audience.
We have mega gay.
Yeah, doesn't surprise me. You're. Oh, dude, I read Dante's Inferno, so I know I forgot which ring, but gay people go to hell. Dante's Inferno is technically not real, though. Dude, Dante's Inferno, are you like, I don't know. Dude, I have a shortcut.
More school stories.
Huh?
What's the biggest amount of tea you've ever been involved in?
None, dude, the fuck? I don't care.
You don't get involved with any drama ever?
I mean...
Because I remember in 5th grade, the craziest shit happened.
Dude, I don't do shit like that, because I don't know why I would.
I remember, can I tell this story?
Sure, go for it.
Okay. In 5th grade, I'm not gonna say who. People at Blythe will know who I'm talking about. But this one girl, and this one boy. So this boy made this girl cry because he said her shorts, like, were too short. And he basically called them booty shorts. And I remember him saying the word skies out, thighs out. And I remember the word skies out, thighs out, that phrase. Like, the whole, like, staff had, like, a whole, like, campaign against skies out, thighs out. It was so dumb because so many people that didn't even get involved in the beginning of it, like, got in so much trouble from it, especially me. I was not involved in it at all, and I still got in so much shit because of it.
One time in fucking, what was it, 5th grade, I guess? Yeah, 5th grade. We got in trouble. You know the fucking thing where you put up the your circle in your hand and you punch them from 2 years ago?
What? Wait, what?
You know you do the okay hand and you get in trouble for doing that and shit.
Oh.
Yeah.
We didn't get in trouble for that.
Dude, the principal went to our library. It was funny as shit. It was the funniest shit ever. He was like, "Don't do that." And you could easily reverse engineer it to how to play. I'm making another video. Oh shit! What kind of animation should I put on top of this audio? I have no idea what to do.
Should you put where?
Should I put an animation over this audio? It's repeating. What's how should I?
No, we should put a background. We need to make a logo for our podcast.
What should we call it?
I already said it was the KGB podcast.
KGB.
The KGB.
Dude, for Halloween. Oh, Halloween's coming up. Yeah, Thursday.
Yeah, Halloween. What do you mean?
I wanted to be the calcium KGB, but my mom was like, "That's offensive to fucking veterans," and I was like, "Yeah, you're probably right." I just wanted to be. I wanted to dress up. I wanted to dress up as a KGB officer, and I wanted to give people milk. The calcium KGB.
Give people milk.
The calcium KGB. It's a good idea.
That is not a bad idea. I just bought a Kim Jong-un mask. I was a little lazy this.
I have a Trump mask if I use. If I want to be unoriginal.
Nah, my Kim Jong-un mask is kind of original, but not really.
Dude, Kim Jong-un's funny as shit. I love making fun of dictators.
I remember last year, I didn't know who it was, but I saw someone dressed as Hitler, I swear.
Dude,
they had mustache drawn on and everything.
Dude, if you dress up as... There's no World War II veterans still alive. There's barely any, right?
There are some.
There's
rare.
Yeah, there's none anymore though.
But they're so old they probably don't remember anything about it.
Dude, I remember I read this one book. Yeah, I like books because I'm fucking smart.
Congratulations.
No, but seriously, I read this book. It was like it was about a Nazi soldier. No, you never really get books about that. What's up with that, by the way? Why in America? Why is always everything always from the American point of view? Wouldn't it be better?
What?
I feel like it would make more sense to us if we watched something from the Vietnamese point of view. You know. We should put the Vietnam War from the North Vietnamese's point of view. The Viet Cong.
Vietnam.
Back in Nam.
Ever thought about how stupid it is that we call countries different names from what they call their own countries?
Yeah, let's wonder about that.
They're I am from España,
Spain, bitch.
Okay, Spain. We call it Spain. It's like saying just hey, my name's Sam. Hey guys, this is Bill.
Dude,
that is his name.
My country is Deutschland. Okay, German. What's up? Well, because technically, is English a Germanic language? It's kind of Latin.
No, it's a combination of Latin, Greek, and German.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Because you can tell because some words in Latin are very similar to words in English.
Yeah, we
same
have
with German,
words.
Same with Greek.
Yeah, we have suffixes and prefixes. Prefix has a prefix inside of it.
Yeah, true.
But we also have
it's an endless chain of prefixes.
But we also have I don't know, what's a German thing?
Have you ever thought about this?
All the words in German are
Once
insane.
you start reading, you can't stop reading.
What do you?
You can't once you learn how to read, you can't look at a word without reading it.
That's true. If I saw a Cyrillic character, I'm not seeing it as a letter, you know. But if you're from Russia, you see it as a letter. That's weird.
I actually didn't know this until today, but my mom used to speak Russian, but now she doesn't.
Dude, you know what sucks? I'm at that generation in my family where nobody speaks any other languages. Because my grandpa can speak Spanish and my fucking great grandpa can speak Italian. Why didn't they teach us that? That would be so sick.
That would be cool. I'm learning Swedish.
I'm learning German, which is, pretty fucking cool. It's basically English with steps.
Oh my god. We should just get sponsors on this video for no reason.
Dude, Duolingo? Sponsor us.
Bro, Duolingo sponsor us. Use your thing.
I'm making
I just passed checkpoint 2 on Swedish.
Dude, I'm using what is it? So I'm making a YouTube video, and at the end, for credits, I put sponsors. None companies sponsor me.
Yeah, man, we should get sponsors on this podcast. So split the money.
Hey, companies, what if I advertise my sponsorship? Companies, would you like to get your fucking your brand
your
out
brand
there?
right here in our ad read section?
In our ad read section.
Email us. Actually, you know what? Email me.
Dude, KGB
caserosenfeld at gmail.com. caserosenfeld@gmail.com.
If you look at my YouTube channel, I have a business email. Contact me from there.
Get me a sponsorship. I need money.
Dude,
for a better quality microphone.
Dude, if we get a sponsor on a video, I'm gonna give you some money.
If we get a sponsor on a video, I will be the happiest person.
Oh, should we talk about our map game?
Map game. We haven't talked about Epic World. Actually, we might not want to because the viewers won't really understand it all.
I don't know. We can talk about it. We can explain it.
Okay.
So, me and Patrick Doyle made this map game called Epic World. You literally have to make a country. Basically it. And you have to war. It's pretty complicated. It's weirdly complicated.
We have a war coming up. We're not gonna say who it's against, but let's just say
because that would ruin the surprise.
That would ruin the surprise. We're planning a war.
Yeah.
Just me and Sam.
Yep.
But we're gonna wait.
Maybe Nick Maxim. Maybe we can see if he'll come.
If he gets powerful enough by then.
Yeah. If you want to join, hit me up. You know me, because you're probably listening to this, because you know.
Yeah, we need to promote this podcast.
We need to do.
I'm gonna put it on all my social medias.
Okay. That's not a bad idea. Last time people put things on my social media, I got in trouble though, so be careful.
Put it in my Instagram bio. Post it on my Snapchat story every time there's a new episode.
We should do it every time there's like fucking tea, as the fucking virgins say. We could assemble.
Okay. How long have we been recording it?
42 minutes.
42 minutes. That's a pretty decent amount.
Should we wrap it up?
We still have a lot. No, we still have a lot more to talk about.
That's true.
What do you mean? There's so much to talk about. I'm gonna say something really random.
Okay.
I'm gonna look up a random word generator, and if it's good.
Random word generator. I'm talking about that.
And then we'll start a discussion on that. Let's see.
Spilling the tea with Sam. It's a horrible name. How dare you?
Words. All words. Generate 5 random words.
And let's just talk about the first word.
Okay, none of those are good.
Are they like
steal?
Are they like adjectives?
That's not a very good one. I'm gonna go with nouns and no. I'm gonna go with verbs only. Never mind. I'm going with nouns.
Yeah, nouns gonna be the best. We can talk about things.
Grass.
Oh, dude.
Oh, good discussion.
Grass.
Do you think weed should be illegal?
Nah.
Exactly.
If they're of age, I think it's more just like
exactly. It's so over exaggerated. Like the Red Ribbon Week is such a dumb thing.
Dude, I hate Red Ribbon Week. We should talk about that.
Exactly. It's like run away from drugs. Like, they don't like. Most drugs aren't actually that dangerous.
That's not to say all are.
Weed is not dangerous at all as long as you're of age.
That's not to say all drugs are not dangerous.
Some drugs are dangerous.
Don't take opioids.
Do meth, heroin, or crack.
Don't take opioids is a better term.
Opioids. Those are the four bad ones.
Opioids?
Meth, crack, heroin, and opioids.
Quadrifecta, if you will.
LSD is fine for the most part.
What is LSD?
Just make sure you test it. There are like tester kits online.
LSD testing kits.
Yeah, to make sure they don't like poison
it. Dude, they get poisoned LSD.
But like any weed related stuff, there's no addictive chemicals in it. It's not addictive at all. Like As long as you're of age, not bad for you.
You remember the skater community, which is
I am. Are we going to talk about that?
I was gonna transition into that a little bit for your own thing.
We're gonna transition into skating talk.
Because a lot of them, I think marijuana is a big part of that. A lot of marijuana culture in that.
Yes, I actually told you earlier. I don't know if you remember, but in downtown Chicago,
yeah.
someone at a skate park asked me for a lighter to light their blunt. I didn't know it was weed for sure, but it was definitely weed. And you could tell he was high because he forgot the word for lighter.
He said torch.
He was making some weird flipping motion with his hand. Do you have and he was doing this weird flipping motion with his hand, and then he just raised up the blunt. I was like, oh, lighter. And he was like, yeah, that.
Oh,
no,
what is it?
13. Why would I have a lighter on me?
Dude, kids are weird. Kids are weird nowadays, dude.
He wasn't a kid though. He was like a.
I mean, kids. I'm saying it would make sense if we had a lighter. Kids are weird.
Yeah, sure.
Dude, I found a bunch of broken vapes in a fucking bush. I don't know what happened. There's outside a police station too. Must have fucking dropped the evidence. So we smashed them. You sure your lighter and screwdriver? If I'm ever in public, a lot of times I carry a knife on me just in case, like a pocket knife, because you should probably have a pocket knife on you.
Me?
Everyone.
I do when I go downtown Chicago sometimes.
I feel like everyone should have a pocket knife on them. It's an integral part of safety.
Bring back switchblades.
From back from the 60s. Not allowed to have a knife anymore.
They were banned in Illinois at least.
Yeah.
I think it was in the whole U.S.
What is it? The knife laws in Illinois. I think it's Chicago or Illinois. I forgot. But you can't have a blade longer than 3 inches for
Really?
Yeah, for
that's strict.
For
Just so many people get killed.
For a concealed weapon. That makes sense though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, my mom doesn't let me use my karambit.
Karambit?
Yeah, because she thinks I'm gonna stab myself on accident.
My friend Johnny Rico is into knives.
Yeah.
And I was in a little country called Andorra.
Ooh, it's in between Spain and France. In between Spain and France.
Yeah, it's a little country in between Spain and France.
I'm a geography nerd.
I was in the biggest city, pretty much the only city.
It is a city.
In the entire place.
Isn't it a city-state?
I don't know. It was just... All I remember is there was one city surrounded by nothing but mountains.
Yeah. It's a city-state.
So, I saw this shop. It had the coolest knives in the world. And I wanted to buy one so bad, but I knew I was not going to be able to get it through airport security, so I did.
Oh, you'd be surprised.
Really?
Dude, I've carried so many knives through airport security.
Airport security, really?
Dude, I've carried so many, fucking pocket knives through airport security. They can. Doesn't TSA fail screenings 95% of the time?
I don't know.
It's insane. TSA is garbage.
Brought me back these, it was a long time ago, still. I forget what country it was from. It was from some sort of European country. She brought us back big wooden swords. I don't know why. That was the dumbest idea to give me a wooden sword.
I don't want to out anybody here, but I know somebody. I don't want to say anybody's name because why would I? But I know somebody who snuck weed through the airport security. They're not good.
Honestly, it would be pretty easy.
It's super easy.
All you have to do, actually, the easiest way to do it is to get prosthetics, skin prosthetics. They
oh yeah.
Make stuff.
No, you can just put them in your suitcase. They don't know.
Get a fake stomach.
No, you can just put them in your suitcase. It's the same. They can't see it.
Because the X-ray won't track them. You'd be like, oh, what's that? Some broccoli? Oh, it's fine.
No, dude, I've carried... I don't know if I should be saying this, but I've carried knives through TSA. Many a time.
Yeah.
Whenever I
feel airport security, the age is getting lower and lower for, when you have to do the more intense security check things. You have to take your shoes off at a lower age, go through, the bigger X-ray thing at a lower age. And it's because terrorists are getting younger and younger.
Oh, yeah. ISIS is always recruiting new people.
I remember, like, 2 or 3 years ago, they were like, you know how there's a big, like, cylinder X-ray thing and the little one that you just walk?
Yeah.
I remember the age limit for the big one was 16, but now I have to go through it because I'm 13. They usually just let me go through the small one because I'm with my mom and dad most of the time.
I remember watching this one movie. I don't know when it was made, but it was like before 9/11, and they just fucking walked through. It was crazy. Like,
Yeah.
It's crazy how easy it was to just fucking bomb a building.
Well, I mean, that's why they started actually having security.
But it's not even real security though. So was it called 9/11? Yes.
Yeah, it was called 9/11.
Yeah, 9/11.
You think it was just a coincidence that it happened on 9/11 and that's the number for 911?
Yes,
or do you think?
But I think there's a bigger conspiracy around how it happened.
There's a big conspiracy on that.
I think there's a bigger conspiracy. Okay, I'm a believer in the Clinton conspiracy theory. How the Clinton, like the Hillary and Bill Clinton are like fucking horrible people. I'm a firm believer in that. That's why I hated the 2016 election, because I hated both of them. Good thing I don't have to vote.
Look at Shane's video.
9/11 was fake? No, 9/11 was... Okay, so 9/11 was...
Oh, Shane Dawson? His theories are such bullshit.
Oh, yeah. Fucking... I call him a faggot, but I don't know if I'm able to say that.
Oh my god. His stuff is so dumb.
They were bombs now. I'm like, dude, I hate Shane Dawson. I mean, I have nothing against him personally, just fucking conspiracy theory videos I hate.
Just his videos are so dumb. Like, I remember I watched one of his conspiracy theory videos just for the hell of it, and then one of them was literally that Trump is he's testing deadly lasers on California because he hates California and that's what's starting wildfires.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that was literally one of his theories, and I was like,
that's psychopathic.
It's wildfires start because it's hot.
Isn't California also? Don't they believe in global warming?
I believe in global warming.
I believe in global warming.
How would you not believe in global warming?
Dude, people are idiots. You'd be surprised.
And I know. Like, I feel like, how would you not believe in global warming? The Earth is getting hotter. The globe is warming. The global is warming.
Republicans are always hyping about the liberal media, but dude, fucking Republican media is fucking brainwashy as hell.
There's like a few things. I feel like Save the Turtles is the dumbest thing ever.
Oh, you know what's funny?
What?
All those fucking hydro flasks and shit are manufactured in China, which is the biggest
Yeah.
So like all the fucking waste that comes from manufacturing those, it goes into the water anyway. That's China.
Exactly. That's why metal straws are worse for the environment.
You don't throw away metal straws though, as much.
What?
You don't throw away metal straws though.
Well, you do after a few months. Let's say you buy a metal straw, you drink with it for 6 months, then it starts to get old and gross, like beyond cleaning gross. What do? You don't clean it because you can't clean it anymore. It starts to break, it starts to bend. You throw it out. Plastic takes maybe 10, 20 years to decompose.
How long does plastic take?
Metal takes thousands of years to decompose.
I don't know how long it takes for plastic to decompose. Let's Google it, because we have the internet.
Metal takes so long to decompose.
Does it even decompose? It's metal. It's an element, right?
It does. It takes a really long time, like thousands of years. But eventually, yeah. Because also Save the Turtles is kind of a way for the government. Not really the government.
Not really the government, more just companies to say that they're not.
It's companies saying that it's our fault for this pollution, even though it's the government's fault, because they're not actually preventing anyone from throwing straws in the ocean.
You know what I always found funny?
Like, if the government actually cared, they would like go out and like prevent people from throwing straws.
You know what I found funny? So
What?
you know how those communists or like this guy that like rallies are wearing like Che Guevara shirts? He was
Yeah.
what was he Chile, Argentina, whatever. Well Che Guevara's a communist, but the people who manufacture those are companies.
Yeah,
So it's
Chile.
like it's kind of
Chile's
against
got
the
some
cause.
insane like protests going on. They're like actually like police are killing people.
What country?
Chile.
Oh yeah.
Same with Hong Kong.
I mean that's just the Chinese government, dude. How do you
I
feel
know.
about Hong Kong, China?
The Hong Kong.
Yeah.
I feel kind of like impressed.
Yeah, right.
Because like their entire city, there are 6 million people at like one protest.
Yeah, dude. Hang on. What
Like,
is
they
it?
filled the entire city. Like, how do you do that? Like,
You know
I
how
feel
it's
like
one country, two systems? It should just be two countries. The fuck?
oh my, this I don't know why, but this randomly just reminded me of this. Did you watch in your Cougar Connections? Which, for those of you watching that don't go to Hauser, is basically like advisory. Did you watch that video in your class where the kid paints the wall that had graffiti on it
No, what?
to like be a nice person?
What? No.
It was so dumb. We should probably leave a link in the description. But it's so dumb because like it's like this one kid is kind to this kid, and this kid is kind to another person, and then it like the kid who started the whole chain sees graffiti on a wall, so he paints over it, which first of all is also illegal. You might be painting over it, but you're still painting over it. Still painting it. Also,
painting over graffiti is sauce.
It was in the middle of the city, which would explain the graffiti, and people actually stopped to help this kid paint the wall. Like, and there were like hundreds of them. No one would do that in a city. In the city, people would look at it and be like,
I think it's looking more metaphorical.
Dumb kid. And there's like, the weirdest part was, this is the part that I was just like, fuck this video. This video is so dumb. Is people came around the corner, running to this kid with a ladder and paint cans. How the fuck and why? They just like, I was making fun of it so much. I'm like, they just run around the corner.
I think it's supposed to be more metaphorical.
For need for paint. Just running around the corner.
I'm pretty sure it's more metaphorical than literal.
I know, but it's still so dumb. Like, there's a homeless guy with his dog helping him paint. Like, do you realize how crazy homeless people are? Like, they would not help you.
Dude, the lower class are only here to scare the middle class.
Damn.
Dude, do you think the 1% is like a fucking problem? How like 1% of the population has all that fucking money?
Has what? Say that again. Your mic cut out.
You know how like the whole 1% thing? How they have like a bunch of money? Like they have all the money.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you feel about that?
I still don't know what you're talking about.
So like fucking like the Wall Street protest a while ago. Like you know how like fucking the 1% has like more money than like everyone else?
Like 1% of the people?
Yeah, like the rich people.
Oh, so like there's a really big lower class and then just a high class.
Yeah, and it's like nobody there. It's like
in what country?
In America.
Oh, America.
Yeah.
It is, yeah. Because I mean,
mostly every capitalist
country. There's basically the lowest you can get is homeless, and there's like nothing really in between homeless and like living in like an apartment.
Yeah. It's currencies are different too. So like in Mexico, like someone a middle class person there is like considered like lower here. You know, it's.
You know what? I think it's time for the random word generator. Let's see.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
Nouns only. Thrill. These are all ass. Sky, Mark,
Rats,
The
dude.
word sky appeared 2 times.
Rats. I heard rats.
Rats. You want to talk about rats?
Let's talk about rats.
What are your opinion on rats?
They
Because
suck.
my opinion on rats is they're really cute and people think they're gross for no reason.
Dude, one time I think it was a mouse though. One time in like 5th grade, there was a mouse in the lunchroom and some fucking girl screamed that scared the shit out of me. It's a goddamn mouse.
Oh, there was a big spider in my classroom once, and I picked it up and I threw it at someone.
You know,
I threw it at this one girl.
I throw fucking pencils at Heike every day in Spanish. It's the funniest shit ever. I have a game where I catapult pencils at her. It's amazing.
On Monday, you better throw in a Miss Olympia.
Oh my god, no.
Then you have to blame it on someone.
No,
Blame
if
it
I
on
just
Avi.
hit it as hard as I can, catapult it off my desk.
Just whip it at her. Don't even like hit her. Just throw it like at the whiteboard next to her.
Dude, I learned that I'm actually kind of I'm football's kind of fun. Because I'm fucking small and have no.
I'm not meant for football.
I'm not
I feel like
either.
it'd be fun to play football, but it's just not my sport.
I'm kind of fast though, so I mean that's kind of part of it.
I'm so bad at catching.
I'm okay. I'm decent. I'm good enough.
It always like slips right out of my hands. I don't know why. I don't know if it's luck, but I always catch it, and then like it just slips out.
Yeah.
Okay. Random word generator. Ground, attempt, square, and wine. Those are S.
What's the last one?
Wine.
Oh. Dude, Davion's whining every day. We're gonna move back to like...
Oh my god. The word birds is on this, and this just randomly reminded me. It's so funny to me that Miss Schultz is afraid of birds.
Oh my god, yes.
It is so funny to me.
Why?
I feel like I want so... I just...
Want them a bird at the window.
The image in my mind is so...
Of a fucking goose attacking her?
Screaming and running away from like a tiny, like, little pigeon.
I was picturing more a goose just chasing her down.
You know what
Do you ever have a goose chase you down? That shit's terrifying.
Nah, not really, because, I mean, I usually just, like, I'm not scared of them.
I'm not either, but they're fucking scary. They're scary creatures.
Because one solid punch
to a dude, they have hollow bones.
Exactly,
so they can fly.
Hollow bones.
Fucking swift punch. Do you think penguins have hollow bones? They can't fly, so it'd be kind of pointless. They're just pointlessly weak.
I mean, penguins probably do. But they're good at escaping because they can swim so fast.
Yeah, ostriches are super fast on land.
Yeah.
Are roadrunners birds?
I saw, it was really gross, but I saw a hyena. In Kenya, I saw a hyena attack, kill, rip apart, and eat an ostrich.
That sounds cool as fuck.
By the way, the ostrich got double teamed.
Have you seen that video of fucking wildebeests? Like, oh no, wolves. It wasn't wildebeests. It was a different video. There was wolves fucking taking down buffalo. It's crazy. Because if it's like just one bull on a buffalo, you just destroy them.
I remember the coolest thing I saw in Africa. One of the coolest things. I saw a huge herd, 1,000 wildebeests.
They're fucking terrifying.
They are kind of terrifying. I was like, we drove up right by this herd of lions, right?
Yeah.
And then this other car that was on a safari pulled up next to our car, and we were like only like 20 feet away from lions. And their car didn't have doors. And I was just looking at them like, you're gonna die. Like, if they start to run at you, you're gone. Like,
you're
not gonna be able to accelerate your car fast enough.
Isn't it like you shouldn't like be near a rhino? Because they like far away.
I didn't see any rhinos.
No, I'm pretty sure it's like a thing. Like you're not supposed to be visible range, but far away from a rhino, because they'll just start charging at you because they can't see what you are.
I luckily didn't see any. The two things that like are actually like common in Africa that I didn't see any lions or jaguars.
You see a cheetah? Cheetahs are cool. Are they
I
African?
saw one cheetah, but it wasn't running,
Are cheetahs?
which was very sad to me.
Are cheetahs African? Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Why are lions so European? I know they're not from Europe, but in every like European country they have like lions and shit. That's symbolism. It's so weird. Maybe there were lions. They just went extinct. Like the bear on the California flag.
True.
Actually, it would make sense. Cause
I feel like people people think Australia is way too dangerous
It's
than
not.
it is.
Just go to a city.
Exactly. Like
Don't
as
be
long
in
as
the-
you're not,
In the
even
desert.
if you are in the outback, like it's kind of like bears in America. You never see them, and if they do, they're pretty easy to scare off.
I mean, there is like spiders and shit though. That's what really scares me.
Yeah, the ones that scare me are like the really poisonous spiders.
I think the tiny things are the ones that are terrifying. Cause like the tiny things are like fucking anywhere.
Scorpions, especially.
Yeah. Dude, what are some other insane countries?
Insane countries,
Yeah,
like dangerous ones.
anything. Dude,
Bro, Egypt has so much terrorism right now. Not really terrorism. It sucks because I've always really wanted to go to Egypt, see all those ruins and stuff. So
I always forget Egypt is like a real country. I always interpret it to like ancient Egypt, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's an actual country. Which is not okay. Cause
three countries. I really actually no, 4 countries. One of these is technically not a country. I want to go to these 4 places: Japan,
Yeah,
Australia,
yeah.
Egypt, someday, and this one's kind of weird: Svalbard.
The place in Denmark?
No, it's the island north.
Yeah,
It's
like
way north.
yeah, the fucking part.
It's claimed by Norway.
Dude, isn't that where the
I
seed
don't know
bank
why,
is?
but it's so cool looking there.
Isn't that where the seed bank is?
I don't know.
Dude, I'm pretty sure there's like a seed bank there with like every seed.
Every seed,
Yeah, just in case.
just in case you run out of a certain type of seed.
Yeah. What's the one? Dude,
I remember.
I wanna go to I don't know.
There's a thing.
Austria. I wanna go to Austria.
Austria.
Yeah.
One more place I would really like to go.
Dude, hi Germany.
I would really like to go to Brazil and the Galapagos.
Ooh, Ecuador. Ecuador is cool. The Galapagos Islands.
The Galapagos, like, it's so expensive to go there.
Makes sense, dude. That place is crazy.
It's
They
like
got mad animals.
$10,000 for like a trip there.
Dude, that makes sense though. They got fucking crazy animals, especially a crazy tourist spot.
They got huge tortoises.
Oh, you guys seen a Galapagos tortoise? That's
They have
cool as fuck.
They have the swimming lizards.
Swimming lizards.
Swimming lizards. Yep, they have like scuba lizards.
What's the one island with the headstones?
Eastern Island.
Yeah, Easter Island. Always, why does it exist?
I don't know.
Whoa,
That's one of the biggest mysteries of humanity. How did they get there? And why is there nothing there except stone heads?
What if they've got rid of all their houses and shit?
There is literally nothing there except stone heads. That's it. No signs of any civilization.
How big are
just
they?
heads. They're pretty big. They're like a few feet tall each.
What if there's a body under them in the dirt?
That'd be really cool.
Same with like the you know what's a common misconception? People think
What?
the pyramids were built by slaves. The pyramids of Egypt, they weren't. They were built by like
No,
free people.
They paid them.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Not well, but they paid them.
They were buried next to it. Like people who worked on the pyramids were buried next to it, like or by the like you could in like those fucking buildings.
Here, I'm gonna ask you something. What do you think is the least important class? Other than Cougar Connections, because everyone's gonna say that.
Huh. Like in general, or that I have?
In general.
Ooh, art.
Art, really?
I think art.
It's pretty pointless, but it's actually fun. I think ELA.
Really?
Because a lot of this, it's just like stuff I'm never gonna use.
That's
We're
true.
literally
Actually,
being taught about a language we already speak.
Spanish is kind of important, but I mean, yeah, we live in
It
America.
can be important.
We live in America.
It'll be important to me because I travel.
Yeah, I travel within the country a lot, which is still a
There's
lot.
actually there's a cool app that like you can mark down the countries you've been to. It'll give you the percent. You can also do it for
I've been
states.
to Canada.
It's called the Ben app, like BEEN. Like I've been there.
Yeah, I've been to Canada and the US, and that's it.
I've been to 60% of the country, not countries, 60% of the states, which is 30 states, and I've been to 15 countries.
I don't know how many states I've been to. I've been to a lot of states.
I travel like all over the world. I'm very lucky. I travel a lot.
It's good that you know that, dude. There's a lot of people who truly like fucking rich, and they're like not even rich, but they travel a lot, and they're like they don't, like not everybody can travel. It's a good thing to have though. Like being able to travel is a fucking awesome thing. Because you can see it, you see other things.
I have been to. I really want to go to South. Because that's like that's the closest continent other than the one I live on, and I haven't been to any countries on. Yeah, I've been to Africa.
I mean, what's the farthest continent away from us?
Australia, probably.
Oh yeah, but I mean,
or Asia.
I think Africa though, right?
Part of Asia, like.
Yeah.
I say Eastern Asia.
Yeah, because you have the whole Pacific Ocean. I mean, no, but Alaska and Siberia, they're like connected by like a mile.
True.
What's the?
I'd say mid, slightly western, East Asia. Like.
You know, he talks about Central Asia ever. Central
like
Asia,
Western, like Western Mongolia type place.
Yeah.
I think that is like on the exact opposite side of. I'll look it up right now.
Oh, America is on the opposite, like the opposite side of the world from America is the Indian Ocean, just right in the middle of the Indian Ocean.
Opposite.
I remember watching a video about that.
Of the world from Chicago. Let's see. Actually,
isn't that like a thing that's supposed to be like by China or some shit? It's supposed to be China.
The exact opposite side of the world is it's in the Indian Ocean. The closest you can get though, while being in the same time zone, so going north. What's that little country? In between Burma and India.
Myanmar.
Myanmar? No, right? Wait, Myanmar.
That is Burma. Yeah, never mind. What the fuck? Bangladesh. Bangladesh.
Bangladesh? Yeah, Bangladesh.
Burma
so
and Myanmar
Bangladesh is in the exact opposite time zone. Same as whatever's north of Bangladesh and China. Part of China. And part of Russia, but Russia's like 19 different time zones.
Yeah. I think it's like 6, I think, which is a lot.
It is a lot. It's really confusing for me because we are literally like right on the border between 2 different time zones. So I'll travel like half an hour to the west into like Indiana and I'll be in a different time zone.
Yeah. Oh, what is it? Fucking, Alaska is the westernmost and easternmost state?
What?
Alaska is both westernmost and easternmost state. Some of those islands go all the way back around to the map. Messes with your mind, dude. Some of those islands go all the way around the back of the map, so it's like the westernmost and easternmost state.
True.
Well, we've been recording for an hour and 15 minutes.
It's almost 1 a.m. Jeez.
It is 1 a.m.
Should probably wrap it up.
Yeah.
Alright.
If you watch all of this,
thank you for watching. We're probably gonna have a new episode, I don't know, maybe next weekend.
Yeah, sure. Every week?
Sure. Every week-ish.
Probably skip a couple, because why not? You know.
Yeah.
I'll finish this up in, like, tomorrow, I guess.
Alright.
I'll see you later next time, boys.
See you later.